But yes, if there's a theme, we got BewhY and BewhY, both from Team AOMG. Although I think BewhY does produce his own stuff. It wasn't Gray. Yeah. I think it wasn't Gray doing it for him. Mm-hmm. Of course, then we talked about Gray doing Gray things and another Gray doing Gray things. Mm-hmm. This one is different. Who sings this next one, Josh?
So this next song is by Cjamm Reddy, and their song's called Wanted.
현상 수배 날 쫓는 애들 많아 그래 정말 그래 날 미워하는 애들 내 실수를 정말 원해 오케이 날 마주해봐 그냥 상상으로만은 근데 내 앞에서 하면 문제 그런 말은 넣어두기 내가 잡히기를 원하는 게 아냐 내가 나타나기를 원해 오케이 경쟁 구도는 꿀잼 근데 이제 나랑 안돼 게임 매력 없는 래퍼들 때문에 Cjamm이는 됐어 연예인 Young Little 맞아 흘러넘쳐 여유가 밤새고서 try to watch 그냥 yo 잘하기만 해요 why you mad at me 난 가사 까먹어도 돼 믿게 해냈으니 이제 클럽에 가더라도 선 꽤 품위를 지켜 근데 키 큰 남자 인긴 잠깐 유행이었나 싶어
Now, Wanted Men is kind of
the only reason we're mentioning this song,
yeah,
is because this, I think personally, is the best performance of the show. I don't think the song is actually that great. I think the song is great when you're watching the live performance, but then we were listening to it like separately without the live performance, just not as good at all.
For me, I don't think this is necessarily the best performance because, I mean, there are a few that I kind of like also, but this song I think has the biggest disparity between a recording sound and the live version. The live version was so much more better than the recording because I heard the song before I even watched the performance, obviously. And I was just like, oh, this song's kind of whatever. It's very repetitive and, you know, the lyrics aren't very good. The flow is kind of choppy. But when we watched it live, totally different song, right? Like the kind of pauses, you kind of need to see what he's doing during the pauses and kind of like the smirks and the expressions that he's kind of giving. It's a song that you really need to see Cjamm kind of being Cjamm.
Yeah. Like, I think the reason I call it best performance is because, like, I think this was also the best, like, rap performance. It wasn't just rap hand school for rap hands. And BewhY raps really well. We've already talked about his rap, but his performance is really strange.
Yeah, he's kind of, like, really robot-y and...
Yeah, he's got a very specific moveset he likes to do, where it's just kind of robot-y, kind of like, you know, he does a lot of, like, But I think the Cjamm Reddy was, like, it was really just, like... it's all in the face. It's all in the swag, quote unquote, the confidence, but not in the idol way, right? Not in the, you know, I'm Mino and every girl here would have sex with me if I just let them, right?
Yeah.
It was just like, I know I'm great at rapping, even whether or not it's true or not, I don't know. But like, I know I'm great. I'm feeling myself right now. Yeah. Like I'm stuck in this flow, and I thought it was really
the way I would describe it is like, so K-pop idols and their confidence and swag, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of like a fire hose just like shooting at you. Like it's very purpose, it's very directed, and like they're trying to achieve something. But like Cjamm, the way I would describe his kind of confidence is just kind of like a waterfall. It's just dripping out. Like, he doesn't really have to try. He doesn't seem like he's trying too hard to impress anybody. It's like, that's just who he is. And he's just like, oh, yeah, I know I'm good at rapping. I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm just kind of, like, enjoying myself. Yeah. And there's, like, some cuts, I think, of him before he goes to like perform, and he's just kind of like casually just eating, just like crossing his legs, just watching. And I think Zion.T made like some comment like, "How could this dude be so calm before performing?"
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Like, I mean, I think of all the people, Cjamm was one of the more well-known, established people this season. And same with BewhY, and I think that's why they were both very comfortable, and they didn't have to prove themselves that much. Again, and it was no surprise that they're number 1 and 2 because it was painfully obvious that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I thought Reddy did a great job in this song. I think in the future, not in the future, later on, like when Reddy has some solo stuff and Cjamm has some solo stuff, it just was not good. I don't even think it's because of the rapping. I think it was just the song types that they chose, the producing style that they got paired up with, it was just not great. Like I think Cjamm was much better on this kind of more chill, more like I'm the shit, laid back kind of sound instead of rippity rapping. And Reddy went with this like rock kind of style song,
like
which
rock
is
star
weird.
is really interesting.
Although he did get Bobby in his track, and that couldn't even save the track.
Yeah,
like. He got in motherfucking Skullface himself, and he still couldn't do it. Reddy also, but Reddy, we've talked about Reddy before. He had a really great song with Jay Park.
Oh man, I love that song.
Earlier this year, that almost made, I think, both of our top 5s.